Good morning, East Leiden. I'm Brianna Malini.
And I'm Ariana Sosa, bringing you the latest news from the English for Journalism class.
Many different school events happening this weekend featuring the homecoming and some COVID modifications. These included the usual pep rally and football game, but no dance this year. Instead, the students celebrated homecoming with a movie night and a sunset party held at West Leiden High School.
During the halftime of the homecoming football game, the Leiden Eagles congratulated Hector Vasquez and Grace Fortesiani on becoming the 2021 homecoming king and queen. We would also like to congratulate the rest of the homecoming court as well.
Our field reports this week include segments that take a closer look into the reason behind lanyards, the difference in AP classes, the Leiden Vaccine Clinic.
Hope you're enjoying the fall season and thank you for tuning in. Your Eagle update starts now.
SARS-CoV-2, more commonly referred to as COVID-19, is about to have been around for 2 years this November. With cases surging in the U.S. in February and March of 2020, everything shut down for more than a year. Now with COVID vaccines being available and free to the public, life has slowly been getting better. Leiden has been part of this process of returning to normal by holding its own vaccine clinics. Dr. Manola, the principal here at East Leiden, gave some insight to how these clinics work and the importance of them.
So it depends. There's kind of two different clinics that we run. Some of them are put on by the school, and then others are different agencies coming to the school and running the clinic. And so if it's someone who comes in, IEMA, State of Illinois, they pretty much bring everyone. They bring their clinics, they bring their facilities, they bring their own workers. If it's something like the clinics that we put on ourselves here, it's an all hands on deck sort of situation. So obviously, we're not delivering the shots, we're not the medical professionals, but like any big event, there's a lot of people involved, and the ones that we as a school organize, there's a lot of different individuals from the school that were involved. I think they're a big impact. And again, when the shot first came out and people really struggled to get it, we were working so hard to do everything we could to provide that opportunity for our community. Many of our families, we wanted to make sure they had the opportunity to get the shot if that was something for them. And so I do think it has a big impact. Now, when it's more widely available, you're not seeing as many people take us up on it. But for anyone who wants to and needs to get it, it's available, and that is a huge impact. Even if it's small numbers, it's more than none.
With a vaccine clinic recently happening on the West Campus on Friday, September 24th and Saturday, September 25th, vaccines were administered for free to those who wanted it. However, vaccination rates have drastically decreased as those who want it have already gotten it and some haven't been able to access it yet. Brian Hernandez, a vaccinated senior, offered to share his thoughts on vaccination.
I feel like being vaccinated has affected my life because, over the summer, because I got vaccinated in the beginning of the summer, so I feel like being vaccinated gave me the opportunity to be able to do more. I feel like I felt like a sense of normalcy coming back. I think it's great for the community, especially being at a school where there's a lot of people that probably aren't vaccinated. It gives kids an opportunity to or it gives them a reason to get vaccinated because they're like, oh, there's a vaccine spot here that I could go to. And then for me personally, I got vaccinated at Leiden. I went to the Leiden vaccine spot, so I feel like it's really easy to go to, and I didn't have any problems with it.
Overall, this clinic and the ones coming up at Leiden are great for the community to keep people safe from this preventable disease. You can get the vaccine at an upcoming clinic on Saturday, October 16th, and on Friday, October 22nd at West. Don't forget that they are completely free and safe for you to get, and you too will take part in protecting yourself and those around you. Frank Klein, Leiden Journalism.
Teachers are well aware that the return to school has the potential to make students feel uncomfortable or stressed out. Most of these teachers have the ability to adjust the coursework and the pace of the class, but AP teachers have different responsibilities. These classes have their rules and regulations set, guided by the decision of the College Board. And over the past year, they have shown little flexibility when it comes to both the curriculum and testing.
With AP, it's a little bit different, especially because there's a governing body, for lack of a better word, that dictates the curriculum and dictates the AP exam, and we have to still, we're still beholden to that. So we have to kind of get back on track as best as we can.
With its announcement that this year's AP test will cover the full course and content, the College Board seems ready to insist that this school year is back to normal. Students are feeling anything but that.
A major difference in AP classes this year as compared to last year is the amount of time we have to do work. Last year we had less of a workload as well as more time to complete assignments because we were remote. This year we have the deadlines for everything is much stricter, and it's more difficult because we do have other AP classes at the same time, and they also have very strict deadlines.
Major differences in AP classes from this year and last year is the amount of time that we have, because now we have one semester as opposed to just one quarter, so the workload is more spread out and we don't have to do as much in like a compact amount of time, but the teachers do have stricter deadlines now.
Students and teachers are feeling the pressure of the College Board, as the teachers have to choose between teaching slowly, which can be detrimental to the students' test scores, or to follow the College Board's lead, racing back to normal and adding stress. The middle ground is for teachers to make adjustments by taking the new learning environment seriously and making sure they are teaching at a correct pace.
Slower than just in previous years when we had absolutely no extenuating circumstances. Much slower than even last year, because last year we had to kind of cram a lot of information into 9 weeks at a time, right? And so now I have the luxury of, gosh, a whole lot of months before the semester is over, so I'm moving at a much slower pace. I'm also really trying to assess skills to the point where like really focusing on 1 or 2 particular skills at a time, assessing and then going back and reteaching.
Mr. Gagliardi has some tips for feeling more comfortable in the classroom.
Make sure that they're prepared. The worst thing that a student can do in any class is to allow the course to get away from them. Stay on top of their reading, stay on top of their homework. It's much better to do a little bit of work every night than to leave everything to the last minute. In AP Biology, for example, when we take tests in here, my students either know exactly or have a really, really good idea what the essay questions are going to be on their tests. So they have plenty of opportunities to prepare for that in advance. Preparing for that in advance is by far the best strategy. Leaving that to the end, of course, can be detrimental.
AP classes this year are far from regular, which affect both the students and teachers. If you feel in need of help, you can book an appointment with the Math and Writing Centers and use the student-teacher time, which is after school from 2:40 to 3:10. This is Ariana and Justina.
That's all the news we have for today, East Leiden. Thank you for tuning in for another Eagle Update. Remember to stay safe, healthy, and warm since sweater weather is quickly approaching.
If you've got any ideas for future segments, tweet us at EagleEye212 or send an email to Mr. Rossi. We look forward to telling your stories. For the Eagle Update, this is Brianna Molini, signing off.